logo is everywhere. All right, we are here at the third Top Tech Awards as they talk over me. The third Top Tech Awards at Allegiant Stadium. I'm here with Larry Koval, who is the founder of the event, as I hear 17 years ago, now expanding into its third city into Omaha, I hear, pretty soon.
We're looking at Omaha, yeah.
Dude, thanks for having me for 3 years in a row, dude. It's truly an honor. Tell us a little bit. Who's Larry Koval? Give us the short version.
Well, I think it's less about who's Larry Koval, and it's more about what is this event, right? And so, I moved from Los Angeles to San Diego in 2004, started getting out on the event, kind of parade, and I went to the CFO of the Year Awards, the CEO of the Year Awards. I went to the Chief Marketing Officer event of the Year Awards, but there was nothing for IT professionals and infrastructure professionals. So I went to some of the local publications in the market and asked them, why don't we do something for these folks? And lucky for us, we were a big enough advertiser at the time for some of those folks, and they said, yeah, let's give it a shot. So had a good turnout. It started to gain momentum, gain traction, it started to earn its own inertia, and 17 years later, they're doing it in San Diego, and now we're 3 years in here.
So Larry, let me ask you this then. You started this 17 years ago, around 2005-ish. This is before the whole mobile wave. Now we're looking at tech and how it's just blown up at an exponential rate 17 years later. How has the Top Tech Awards grown as the trajectory of the tech industry has?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I think it's really more about the people than anything else. What we see nowadays is that our judges, our honorees, they're taking mentorship roles for folks who are early in their career from the IT and infrastructure standpoint, and they're kind of showing them, lighting the path for not only career development, but there's a wealth of opportunities. Technology is not something that is on a straight line, right? It branches out into a lot of different
hockey stick growth, my friend.
Hockey stick growth, and there's a lot of places you can go with it. So I think what we're trying to do is really use this as a stepstone for people who are new to the technology leadership arena and help them go fast.
I was invited here 3 years ago to be one of the select podcasters. That was at the time the first time that Top Tech Awards had moved to Allegiant Stadium. How has hosting the event and moving it here helped the assistance of the growth of Top Tech Awards in Las Vegas?
I don't know if there's a more amazing, jaw-dropping venue than Allegiant Stadium. I walk in here and my heart starts pounding and wanting to jump out of my chest. I'm so thankful that the folks here at Allegiant are allowing us to have this event here, and the attendees, the honorees, the judges, they are over the moon when we get to hold the event here.
And one final question I got to know, I'm a born and raised Las Vegas local. I love Las Vegas. Give me your 411. What is it like, the tech scene in Las Vegas, and how important is Las Vegas Top Tech Awards compared to your entire brand?
I mean, just drive around Las Vegas and you see technology manifesting itself in a million different ways, and it's really exciting to see. I see technology being kind of one of the foundational elements for Las Vegas's growth over the next 10, 20, 30 years, and this event can really be a springboard for leaders in that arena to help speed that development up. So this will become a much bigger part of the local economy going forward.
Yeah, Larry, if I got one recommendation as a fellow content creator and crypto native, gotta give one of the two. You gotta give us some awards in the emerging tech field at some point in time. You gotta show out for the youngins,
I'll take it under advisement.
Yeah, appreciate it, Larry. Congrats so much on your success so far. We're about to start it in 2 minutes. We're getting 12 award winners over here. Of course, number 12 is going to be the biggest one of them all. So, third year in a row, Jake Gallen here with the founder, Larry Koval, and we're going to get this started real soon. All right, long time no see. I'm here with Anand Nandakumar. Did I get that right?
You got it, yes.
Yeah, all right, dude. This guy has created Halo Car, lives in the downtown area. Congratulations, first and foremost. Give us the quick version. What is Halo Car?
So Halo Car is essentially a product where a customer can push a button and request a car. We will remotely drive a car with nobody inside just to deliver the car to the customer. And once it's delivered, they jump in, drive wherever they want. When you're done, just drop it, walk away. The car will remotely be driven again by a remote pilot with nobody inside.
So this is the next version of rideshare.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. One of the biggest problems with rideshare is the actual drivers driving you around has to deadhead so much to actually get to a customer. So they're not actually making very good living wage. But if you take them out and the customer can drive themselves, you can offer very cheap, very affordable rides, and it's all electric. So now people are leaving the gasoline cars to go to electric.
And then I get the text while the car gets to drive for me.
That's
What kind of impacts is this going to have on Las Vegas and transportation system here?
If you think about Las Vegas is very proud about being renewable source of energy, clean transportation, all that's happening right now. Big revolutions happening. The biggest problem with entire EV market is people are not ready to buy EVs. It's too expensive, too difficult to charge. The charging stations are not there yet. But Nevada, what we're doing right now is, since we have so many cars that are coming out, we're working directly with the charging stations to provide more charging stations and be able for locals to get an electric car. A lot of the locals have tried out cars first, have never driven an electric car before. So it's a great opportunity for them to actually drive an electric car.
One last question. One challenge and one success of being an entrepreneur in Las Vegas.
Challenge is hiring really good talent. That's a very difficult challenge here. So we've basically imported all the talent from Silicon Valley. They love coming here. The advantage here is cost of living is so low compared to San Francisco. So people love coming here. And I have to say, I love the airport.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anand. Congratulations. Appreciate it. All right, I am being seated next to Jimmy Jacobson, the CTO of Codingscape. Did I get that right, or Codingscope?
Codingscape.
What? Give us the short version. What is it?
Well, Codingscape could either be the name of a video game. It could be the name of a website that your parents visited in the late 1990s, or it could be a custom software development shop located in Las Vegas doing remote work for Fortune 500 companies and startups.
Woo! I've talked about this a lot in Las Vegas, that it's growing to become a tech scene, but it's not quite there. What type of challenges have you faced in Las Vegas to grow the company?
The biggest challenge in Las Vegas is just actually kind of spreading the word inside of Las Vegas that there's super quality tech talent here, right? Like most of our clients are actually in the Bay Area or New York. We have no problem at all, meeting and working with companies that are not in Las Vegas. But, in Las Vegas itself, kind of as you said, there's not a history of having like a big tech industry here. And so, getting to meet companies and organizations like the Raiders or the Golden Knights or even the healthcare companies, like that's been our biggest challenge, and we're looking forward to kind of getting to know all these people even better now here at the Top Tech Awards.
Yeah, it's funny. Anand had just said the same thing. Importing talent is primary focus if you want to grow a tech company out here in Las Vegas. Give us one success story of being an entrepreneur in Las Vegas. What was the biggest challenge or hurdle you've had to overcome that has made you become the person you are today?
Awesome. Great question. I think the hardest part about being an entrepreneur in Las Vegas is that there are always options on the table to make more money not living in Las Vegas. So, I have a family. I've got 3 kids. I've raised them while being an entrepreneur here. I moved here 13 years ago to work for Zappos, and that kind of gave me the entrepreneur bug, and I started my own businesses after that. But, it's a sacrifice as far as career goes. At any point, it'd be easier to move to the Bay Area or, even like LA or Salt Lake City and be able to, make more money as a programmer than I was able to make here in Las Vegas as an entrepreneur. So, it takes real grit and dedication to be an entrepreneur in Las Vegas, but I think the payoff as far as community goes and the ability to steer your own ship is worth it.
Yeah, Jimmy, congratulations, man. I look forward to seeing your guys' success and also building the tech foundation out here in Las Vegas. We need it, and we need everything that you've got, so appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Whew, that is a big trophy. Oh my Jesus. I am being joined by Brittany Rodriguez, Systems Security Administrator at the Vegas Golden Knights. Congratulations. Here's the mic. Congratulations, Brittany.
Thank you so much for having me.
Give us the short version, your position with the Golden Knights.
Basically handle all aspects of cybersecurity. So we do email monitoring, we do endpoint security, we'll do network monitoring as well. So it's been an uptick, with all the crazy championship news and all of that happening. So it's been pretty wild, but we've been keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, running up really as on the fringe, or just on the eve, or I guess the success of the championship. When you think of Golden Knights, you don't think of cybersecurity and the internet, but how is that making an impact on the Vegas Golden Knights and the growth of the industry and the company?
Absolutely. So, just as cybersecurity fits in with all aspects of our businesses today, it fits in just as well in sports. We're getting hit with a whole bunch of different things that companies are also getting hit with. So we have to make sure to stay on our toes and just kind of make sure we're alert at all four fronts. So that sort of thing.
Heck yeah. And what can we look forward to as Vegas Golden Knights fans of what is going to be coming from VGK, from the cybersecurity or tech side that you, Brittany, are going to be implementing?
A lot of exciting stuff. We're growing so crazy fast. We were talking about before, we have a lot of acquisitions and we have a lot of things coming down the pipeline. So all I can say is I hope for the next trophy. So
I got the next question.
Yeah.
Are we winning more than one championship?
That's what I feel like we're right on the right track. So I feel like we're doing pretty well for ourselves. So
I love to hear that. We've got Brittany's blessing. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for being here and all your commitment.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mukung Vaitalingam. He is the CIO of College of Southern Nevada, a very important person to the community. First, congratulations on your award. Give us the short 30 seconds of what your position is at College of Southern Nevada.
So I'm Chief Information Officer and Operations. I work with a team of managers, technology, facilities, wellness, events, pretty much everything. So it's more about technology and events and facilities, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how technology and the growth of innovation and technological systems at CSN is making an impact on Las Vegas.
I think especially right now, especially with the mindset of today's world, with the young minds, generations, it's very difficult. I think I found out is about 99% of the people have cell phones. So the innovation is thought process, and again, the time is very information. I think one of the things that we are trying to push in education is not the technology should not be driving the education. Education should be using technology more importantly. I think one of the biggest focus that I'm trying to work on is like anytime they should not be worried about upgrades or anything on my new product. It should be seamless process because we have first generation students, so we have generations of coming back up to 70, 80 years, parents coming back to college. So the generation gap is huge. So it both goes based on the concept of education just changing, right? We got to focus on students should learn from any place, anytime, anywhere. Same way as teach any place, anytime, anywhere. So that's the driven focus about it. So the data is much used to it, so we got to find out where and more about it. It's become a more custom-oriented. It's not academia concept has changed, especially after pandemic. They are more focused on a concept of Amazon and Uber Eats mindset. So they're expecting education to like this. I've been telling this to all the faculties. They don't like me telling this. Nobody needs to actually go to college today. They can go to YouTube and learn anything they want, all right, including minor surgeries. But if they're coming to college, there's a reason. That's the experience and also for diploma. So that experience should be seamless. So that's where the technology is happening.
Absolutely. CSN, a huge impact on the youth of Las Vegas and Nevada. Again, congratulations on your award. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Woohoo! I am being joined by Doug Newman, the CIO at the Nevada National Security Site. Doug, give us a 30-second pitch. What is your position at the Nevada National Security Site?
I am Deputy CIO there, so overall responsibility for operations, cybersecurity, all the elements you would think of in an IT organization.
And what type of impact does that have on Las Vegas and Nevada overall?
So we are a fairly large-sized business, and so we have approximately 3,000 people, most of them in the Las Vegas area, and so we support a lot of high-tech experiments, a lot of cool technology going on up at our location up to the northwest of Vegas.
Yeah. Looking now where you are today and the growth of cyber security and everything just now existing on the internet, how important is the Nevada National Security Site to the growth of Nevada overall?
So I think that we do a lot of things in the government space that not a lot of other folks, have tried. So government probably isn't never looked on as the most innovative thing. I've seeing and hearing some of the stories tonight, awesome technology. I think that we're trying to push the boundaries within the safe and secure space that we have to operate, given what we do.
One final question: what is the residents of Las Vegas and Nevada look forward to for your company to put over the next maybe 5 years? Any type of innovative technologies or something to look forward to in the terms of security?
I think a lot of the stuff that we do is somewhat hidden behind the scenes, but there's a lot of things that go on in the area of counterterrorism and global nuclear security.
Ooh, Doug, thank you so much. I'm glad that you were protecting me.
All right, thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Take that big trophy home. Appreciate it, Doug. All right, I'm here with Al, who is the CIO at the Las Vegas Clark County Library. First, congratulations. When you think of library, you don't think of technology, you think of books, right?
Right.
How is your position changing the perspective of libraries?
Yeah, libraries have changed a lot in the last 20 years. We don't have card catalogs, and where we only had a physical book, now we have electronic books. We have so many online resources. You could come to the library without even coming to the library. You could read a book, you could watch a movie, you could download music. You can access just about anything you can from outside the library that you can from inside the library.
What type of community has the Clark County Library built over the last 10 years as technology's grown and maybe books have moved now to Kindles or e-reading? Who are the type of people who come to Clark County libraries?
We get, like I said, a lot of people don't come to the library in person, right? But we get the gamut. We get people who are on different levels of the spectrum, right? So we get people who are professionals. We get people who are, believe it or not, who are homeless who come to the library. So we run the spectrum of people in the community, and we provide service to everyone, and we treat everyone with respect. And we make sure people can find the stuff that they want. And we're always looking to add new things to the collection to make it something that people want to come and find something in.
And final question, of your opinion as somebody who's the CIO of all the Clark County libraries, what is the most innovative aspect of Clark County libraries over the last 10 years? What is the biggest change that a lot of people who are watching this from Las Vegas maybe are not aware of?
I think one of the biggest things we do is try to bridge the digital divide, right? In Clark County, a lot of people don't realize that there's a huge disparity between people who have none, who don't have communications, who don't have connectivity. And so bridging that divide with hotspots and Cox Wi-Fi cards. And one of the things that people don't know right now is we're working on with the city and the county to extend fiber out into some of these outlying communities like Good Springs and Sandy Valley and some of those locations that don't have any kind of physical communications out there right now. Right now all they have is fixed wireless, and now they're going to get fiber into those communities. And I think that's a huge win for this community.
Yeah, I used to be somebody who went to all the libraries growing up out here in Las Vegas. So, Al, congratulations on your word. Thank you for innovating there. Love the libraries, and also now that it's become digital, as we talk all the time. Thank you again.
And thank you so much.
Congratulations. I'm being joined by Ramesh. Is it Srinivasan?
Srinivasan. Yeah.
Srinivasan. Scoot over just a little bit. He's the CEO of Agilis. I am very aware of this as somebody who's grown up in Las Vegas and worked on the strip. But Ramesh, please give us the 30-second pitch. What is Agilis?
Agilis is an enterprise software company that is focused on hospitality software solutions. We produce point-of-sale systems for food and beverage, and also property management systems, hotel management systems. Some of the major hotels here in Las Vegas are running on that system. We also do inventory procurement for food and beverage and some document management as well.
As somebody who worked in the hospitality, pools, nightclub industry for 10 years, I've used a lot of these. Ramesh, tell us the biggest innovation at Agilis is over the last 10 years.
Yeah, so it's basically creating state-of-the-art technology systems that the hospitality industry has lacked quite a while, where we created systems that are cloud native, that work in SaaS environments, and also can work in on-premise with the same code base. And we have created a lot of functionality features around POS and PMS, point of sale property management systems, that enables an ecosystem of products that has never been developed before for hospitality, so that you don't need to go to multiple vendors and try and connect everything up. We do all the integration work as well.
Yeah, it's point of sale is very important, especially if you're in the tipping industry. One final question: how big of an impact is Vegas on the business for Agilis?
It's a huge impact, because if you take our revenue and you break it down by regions or cities, Las Vegas is our single biggest revenue center, because most of the properties here run either our POS, our PMS, or both. So Las Vegas is a huge part of what we do. More than 50% of our revenue comes from gaming casinos. Our other verticals are managed food service providers, hotel chains, cruise ships, resorts, multi-amenity resorts. But more than 50% of our revenue comes from gaming, and of course a big portion of that is Las Vegas as well. And one last thing, if I can take the liberty, during my speech I blanked out. I didn't thank Cox Business. I thanked Vegas Incorporated. I just blanked out. I couldn't think of Cox Business. Thank you to Cox Business as well.
Yeah, thank you, Cox, for hosting this. Also, thank you, Ramesh.
Thank you.
Your Agilis, your system was a pivotal piece of me growing up here in Las Vegas and working on this strip throughout all of my 10 years of working here. So appreciate you and everything that you got done, and congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Hello. I'm being joined by Jennifer Aguilar. She's the manager of information systems in the healthcare business. As we know, Vegas is a very rough town for healthcare. Give us the 30-second pitch of your position over with the healthcare systems.
So what I do is I manage a team that is responsible for taking care of all the provider documentation, order sets for all of the providers for HCA. So that's Sunrise Hospital, Southern Hills Hospital, Mountain View, and multiple freestanding EDs. So we support all of those providers on a regular basis.
And when you think about healthcare in general, you don't think about innovation technology. You just think about people kind of being hailed of all of the remedies. What type of innovation is healthcare systems providing to Las Vegas?
Most recently, we've been using AI to even help our patients. I remember a couple of years ago when we first started with that, we introduced something called Spot, which allowed us to monitor patients in sepsis, and it looked at a number of different types of indicators, temperature, different kinds of blood draws to determine whether or not they were possibly in sepsis. This was not my innovation, but an innovation that HCA used, and that helped all of our patients, allows us to identify patients that are going into sepsis.
Yeah, AI is going to have huge ramifications on the healthcare industry. Final question, give us a little bit of insight. What do you think is going to be the biggest impact on Las Vegas healthcare system over the next 10 years?
Population.
Expand.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Well, I mean, depending on whether either way you go up or down, however our population goes, that's a huge impact on how we can provide care for our patients. Also, looking at how we worked through COVID, there's always a possibility of more pandemics happening. We've lived through so much in this town that the October 1st shooting, healthcare has just had such a huge impact, and we have to continue to. So,
if anything, Vegas is built of gold because of all the degens that live out here in Las Vegas. We've been through all of the biggest impacts. Jennifer, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it so much. That is a massive trophy. Please take that.
They're really heavy.
And thank you for saving Las Vegas. Congratulations. I'm here with Josh Bellander. Did I get that right?
Yes. Thank you.
He's the CIO at WH Smith North America. Pull in just a little bit, Josh. Give us the 30-second pitch. What is your position over at WH Smith?
So I'm the CIO of WH Smith North America. We are a travel retailer. We operate over 300 stores across North America, mostly in airports and casino resorts.
Interesting. So what is the biggest innovation that your company has produced over the last 10 years when it comes to this technological revolution that we're going through?
Yeah, so I started my career, middle of my career I went into retail, and I fell in love with it because I feel that it's one of the industries where you can leverage technology so much to make the customer experience better. You can give them different ways, different store formats to shop through. So one of the things that WH Smith recently did was we partnered with Amazon a couple years ago and opened our first autonomous store. So it's essentially a cashierless store. So you walk in, you tap in with a credit card, you pick up items on the shelf, you walk out, you get billed. And so I think we're still a little bit ways away from everyone adopting this type of store, but it's I think a future potential store. You see a lot of self-checkout. We've launched self-checkout across our stores in our kind of fast, grab and go consumables, sandwiches, drinks, and that's what I would say is kind of phase one of that transition. Phase two might be fully autonomous, where you don't even have to go to the cashier or the self-checkout and be your own cashier, right? So just a lot of exciting things, I think, in terms of how technology is being leveraged in the retail industry.
It's funny you say that. We sit here in Allegiant Stadium. That's a completely cashless kind of system that's going on here. It's funny that you say the cashierless stores, because we've seen that on social media for 5-10 years now, coming out of Seattle. For one final question then, give us your foresight, your insight. What is going to be the biggest innovation coming out of your company over the next 10 years?
I think we're going to continue to see how data can be leveraged to improve the customer experience, right? So one of our autonomous store uses computer vision to track customer behavior of how they purchase things and what they put in baskets and what do they pair with that. So I think there's going to be a lot more usage of data to better understand what the customer needs and to give them that quickly and efficiently.
Data and attention, the oil of the 21st century.
Indeed.
Joshua, congratulations again. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Take that trophy home and make sure that you never lose that thing.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
I am being joined by Alysa Rodriguez, who works for the City of Henderson Director of IT. First, congratulations. Give us a short pitch, 30 seconds. What is your position with the City of Henderson, or what do you do?
Well, I am the Director of Information Technology. What we do is facilitate all the technology needs within the City of Henderson across 17 different business units. So between the flood control all the way to the police department, so amazing variety. It's pretty incredible.
Henderson has been one of the fastest growing cities over the last 20 years. I'm born and raised here. I just remember seeing it in the headlines. Over the last 10 years, what is the biggest improvement that the City of Henderson has done what is your position done for the City of Henderson?
Yeah, so I think one of the really incredible things that the City of Henderson has done is facilitate smart growth and making good decisions about how the city's going to grow. And behind all of that comes all of the technology, making sure that our residents have access to broadband, making sure that our employees have access to the tools that they need to get the work done. A lot of innovation that's happening there, from permitting to mapping to getting to our fire department to their events on time, all of those kinds of things.
The small things that people don't really think about.
Absolutely.
Final question, Las Vegas or Henderson?
Oh, Henderson.
What do you think is the biggest thing to look for Henderson over the next 5 years?
Well, I think it's just going to be our continued goal of making it a place for everyone to live and work, and you'll see a lot of innovation around bringing opportunities to live and to also work within your community. So just a great place to raise a family and a great place to be.
It is. You know what they say, the deeper you go into Henderson, the more lovely your life is.
I like it.
Alysa, congratulations.
Thanks
again for joining us. Congratulations. I am being joined by Christopher Conrad, the Seniors Analytics Engineer, right over in the healthcare industry. A fellow nerd that finally gets to join me. Chris, give us the 30-second pitch of your position in the healthcare industry.
So I'm a Senior Analytics Engineer.
Senior
Analytics Engineer at HCA Healthcare, working out of Henderson, Nevada. And so basically what I'm responsible for is a lot of software development, a lot of data analytics, and delivering real-time alerts to our healthcare providers to help them take better care of people who come into our organization.
Being a data analytics analyzer and provider in Las Vegas, what type of statistics stick out to you that tells you the healthcare industry in Las Vegas, or the life of the healthcare industry in Las Vegas?
So I started at HCA a little over 6 years ago, and a lot of what I've been working on is our software for the emergency departments to basically put the right information in front of our providers to take better care of the patients. So it's a lot of real-time data, making sure we get the right data.
What do you mean by real-time data? For those that are listening or watching and maybe you're not familiar with what does that actually mean?
For example, when somebody's ready to be discharged from the hospital, a lot of things need to happen, and a lot of people need to do their job on time so that patients aren't just waiting around and their families are waiting around to go. So when somebody has a discharge order, to make sure you find in the system all the other pieces that need to take place before they get sent out, and to make sure all those loops get closed so that people can get home and be with their families as soon as possible.
Got it. And Christopher, one final question. In your opinion of expertise in analytics, what is the biggest innovation in your department that's come to Las Vegas over the last 5 to 10 years?
For us, it's been probably the migration to the cloud. No more closets filled with overheating servers, and you have issues where there's a water leak and everything goes down. Moving everything to Microsoft Azure and AWS has been huge for us. Keeping our systems available so that they don't go down, and to keep them protected from bad actors.
Awesome. Chris, thank you for protecting all of us out here in Las Vegas and Nevada. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I am gracefully sitting with the big winner of today, Bob Leake, the CIO of Clark County, one of the district leaders. Bob, give us a little bit of a description. What does that actually mean, CIO of Clark County? What is that?
Sure. So there's 2.5 million people that live here, and there's 70,000 businesses. And our role at Clark County is to deliver services to them. And there's nothing that we do that doesn't require technology. So my job is to make sure that all of the services we're trying to deliver can be done leveraging and using technology, and that's what we do on a day-to-day basis.
And we sit here in Allegiant Stadium, one of the technological pillars that is gracefully set in Las Vegas over the last 3 years. How long have you been in command of CIO of Clark County?
So I'm coming up on 3 years. My total experience is covering 25 years of technology leadership at several different organizations.
What would you say is the single-handedly biggest technological impact that has come to Las Vegas over the last 10 years?
I think over the last 10 years, it's the idea that if we build solutions and systems with the people at the center of those models, then we deliver what it is that they're looking for. But the biggest impact is yet to come, which is to bring high-speed, affordable internet access to every person in the Las Vegas and metro area, but across all of Clark County.
That is beautiful. We sit in the Neon Desert, the entertainment capital of the world. Where is Las Vegas headed over the next 10 years? Do we break out of this entertainment capital and become this technological hub that everyone wants?
We need to diversify the economy, and there's lots of people that are working on that. Our Office of Economic Development is busy with that. The City of Las Vegas is busy with that. So we have to remain true to our core, and the addition of all the professional sports teams, now we can say that we're the universal capital of gaming, entertainment, and professional sports. And what's next is yet to be seen, but I know that we're all very interested in continuing to support the diversification of the economy. I think what you'll see is the continued evolution of technology in things like gaming, the advent of artificial intelligence, the augmented reality things that are happening, and then I think the in-the-home types of capabilities. So why do you want to go to a doctor's office when you could have a doctor's visit in your house? What about learning from home or all the remote working capabilities? All of that is going to rely on this tremendous communications and broadband infrastructure that the county is working on building.
That's why Bob's working on it. One final question here. Las Vegas, it's become one of the epicenters of the world. It has all of this biggest focus. What would you say was the largest hurdle that you and Clark Counties had to overcome to get Vegas to where it is today in a technological or entertainment perspective?
I think it is. It's trying to combine the aspect of what it is that people want with the capabilities that we can put out into people's hands. There is an insatiable appetite for more technology, and the role in government is to try and meet people where they want to be met. Your experience probably is the same as mine, which is when I need something delivered to my house, I pull up an app and I order things and it shows up 2 hours later. Well, couldn't we do that to renew your driver's license? Or can't you pay your fines and fees in an online way? How about opening a business without ever having to step into an office with someone? That's where we're going over these next 10 years. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a small business guy. I'm also content, crypto world, all this stuff. I want one more PS question.
Okay.
What would you say, or what are you most looking forward to of what is to come to Las Vegas over the next 5 years?
I think it's the continued growth of our core, of what we do really well. I know there's more resorts planned. There are more sports franchises that are planning on moving here. I think we should all be excited about that and to support that. But I think we also have to remember that the vast majority of the people that live here work here, and that work is being severely impacted by the separation from the haves and have-nots. And so for those of us in government, and to make Las Vegas just a really stellar place to live, I think we have to remember that we have to tune our services to the people that need it most. And the underserved and underrepresented communities around Las Vegas they're real, and I think we have an obligation and a duty to do that. And if we do that, the old adage is raise all the boats in the harbor. That's exactly what we're working on.
I absolutely love to hear that. Having this conversation gives me a lot of faith in the future of technology in Las Vegas. Bob, congratulations.
Thank you.
Much deserved,
Yeah.
and looking forward to the growth of technology in Las Vegas.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are closing out the third year of your boy Jake Gallen hosting the Top Tech Awards in Las Vegas. Will I be here next year for a fourth year? Who knows? I hope so. I gave them a lot of recommendations. I told the people who are running this place, if you're listening, we need crypto, we need content creation, we need digital artists, we need more of the millennial feel. So if you're out here and running it again, please let's have that next year. And until then, I'm signing off at Allegiant Stadium, and we'll see you in 2024.